sidewalk across the street is shaking. Look at all that grit going into the air. Stinks. You could probably see that the smoke from it is going over to the soup right over there from across the street. I'm sure I'm breathing it. Everyone that's driving by and walking by is too. I'm sure that's going into the lake. And you see in the building there, there's windows where residents are. I'm sure that smoke from there is going into there. That can't be safe. That can't be legal. Looks like they're having issues with their machine today. Everyone's looking at it. It's swaying from the left to the right. You see that? That smoke is going into that building. You see it? See that trail going into the residence? And the lake is on the very same block as this, just east. And that wind is blowing the smoke everywhere. Looks like it's going up and over, you see? I would guess that smoke is a carcinogen. You got people walking, riding their bikes right by the smoke, breathing it. And the Levy Senior Home residence is right over there. This building right here. Elderly people. And their windows are right there. And the smoke is right there. When the wind blows the other direction, it goes right in there. There's also residents right there. this way. The wind is shifting. It's going like around this way and that way. And this is actually much quieter than it usually is. Usually it does not be working so well today. Look at that. You can see the smoke right into those windows right over there. It's getting real foggy. Smoky. Imagine how this is disturbing the wildlife, the birds, and of course the residents and businesses of Rogers Park. Now the smoke is shifting this way. It's going this way, towards the Levy house. You see it? It's not going here anymore. Now it's going there. And now the wind looks like it's heading east towards the lake. So the smoke is going towards the lake now, it looks like. And now back south towards Chase Avenue, where there are residents, and to the 7301 North Sheridan Road building. It's spreading everywhere through the air. Now towards the Levy house. Levy house is getting some of that smoke now. And now it's heading east towards the lake, where it will fall down into the water and pollute our lake. It's an environmental hazard. It's air pollution, it's noise pollution, it's water pollution. This site is an eyesore to our community. It used to be a beautiful house right here that was almost 100 years old, brightly painted with old growth trees. And you don't have to take my word for it. Look up Tower or Tawani Enterprises Incorporated anywhere online, and you'll find testimonials about how life is now with this and how peaceful it used to be. You'll see how the community fought against this. You'll see photos of the Shambhala house, the Holzman house that was over there, and how our community fought to make it a landmark, to save it from being a... You can look up campaign contributions, and you can find campaign contributions to our aldermen before the rezoning happened. Only takes a little bit of homework to see the real story. Look at Facebook, Google, YouTube, Twitter, Blogger, anywhere you'll find the real story. There's a little kid and his dad on bikes. And there's that smoke. So this happens over 100 times a day, I'm guessing. And usually it's louder. And the local business there, Quest Network Services, the clients aren't coming in because they don't want to deal with this. It's a headache. You see you see the smoke. If you look carefully, there's smoke over there. It's going over to Sherwin Avenue, and over here is the lake. They're moving to another position. Smoke is still coming out, even though they're done pounding. Is it exhaust? I don't know. But you can see it coming out right there, this part of the machine. And they're moving to another location to do it again. People don't want to be around this, and it's costing this local business and many others like it, but especially this one right next to it, finds out business. There it is moving. And that smoke is still coming out. You see a lot of smoke there. During this point, the smoke is really coming out while they're raising it. It's coming out of this section of the machine. and it's also coming out of this, it's coming out of this part that's going up. You can see the smoke coming up, or exhaust. And there it goes, it's going up. And still smoking. Sheridan Road is, well, it was once a very walkable road. You can see this girl running. This girl, she's a lifeguard, junior lifeguard, and this is part of their junior lifeguard route. Babies with strollers, people walk their dogs. They took the public land here with the grass, like you see here, that needs to be here, to absorb the rainwater and go into the ground. Now it's all concrete on this side over here. They made a new sidewalk that was right up on the curb, like right there. That's a safety issue for people who are walking and running, and there we go. They're setting up their next one. They do this all day long. Now this thing right here, I heard it's like 90 feet long, this I-beam. They're pumping this thing into the ground, and you know, down there's water and sand. Is that even structurally stable? And they're going to go at it again. What if one of those beams fell? It would probably hit me across the street if it did. And they're moving it into position. Over towards our local business. West over here, it's extra loud when they do it right next to the building and the residents. And you got this thing going up here. See it going up? Like to grasp that. And some engines started. This is a residential neighborhood. People who came here for the close proximity to the beach and for a quiet, peaceful way of life. This is hometown, Rogers Park, not downtown. construction guy up there with earplugs in his ears and a helmet. Oh, we don't get earplugs and a helmet. Looks like he might be wearing protective goggles as well for debris in the air. And what we're doing now is documenting the process. Over here you got the owner of the Lighthouse Tavern putting up a sign with an arrow pointing to his place. Most people can't see the local businesses and don't want to walk down this side of the street, the east side of Sheridan Road. It's just very, very difficult, and then all of a sudden have this thing smash. It's frightening the heck out of dogs, children, elderly, and everybody, really. They don't expect that. That loud crash, all of a sudden out of nowhere. And there comes the smoke. Another one of our junior lifeguard runners here, coming on up. There's the smoke. Now this time it's heading north. To the northwest. Anyway, the wind blows. See it? Now this smoke is heading towards the Levy House, senior home. It's coming down and over to the lower levels of the Levy House. Then you have a woman with her baby right there, and all that toxic smoke exhaust right there coming down at her. Bikers breathing it. I'm purposely making this video a longer one to show it just doesn't happen once per day. They do one and then another and then another, then another, then another. All day long. They're polluting our air, our water, they're polluting our lungs. It's becoming less of a walkable neighborhood. Oh, it stinks. Disturbing local businesses and residents and the Levy seniors and all of the apartments and condos all the way to the lake, down Sherwin and down Shade, and even further. There's been reports of the pounding sound and the earthquake feel in the ground as far north as Howard Street by Ashland, over by Glenwood and Farwell as well, to the all the way to the Loyola, down Sheridan Road, at Devon Avenue, the entire neighborhood. There have been complaints to 311 and to the alderman's office, to no avail. And this was heavily protested by our community. There's a runner looking around like, what is going on here? And that smoke is rising. The exhaust is rising and rising. It's going all the way up. You might be able to see it. It's going higher and higher. It's spreading around. And there, it's going right into the building. It's going directly to the windows. Even on the west side of the building, it's going into the windows. And even if the windows are shut, you can believe that, and you can smell that. It's going in this way, and there's another wind taking it towards the Levy house right now. You can see it. You can see it swirling. Now it's going directly into the Levy house windows. Do you see it? Look at all that exhaust.